July is Juvenile Arthritis Awareness Month, and many of us are unaware that children can be affected by rheumatological conditions such as juvenile idiopathic arthritis, lupus, and more.
Here to share more about Juvenile Arthritis Awareness Month is Dr. Samia Joshi from Cure for the Kids Foundation. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
It's great to have you on the couch with us.
It's my pleasure.
So we do want to know, we're on the topic of arthritis, and oftentimes we sort of think that that's something that happens a little bit later in life. Why are so many children affected by arthritis and perhaps other conditions involving that?
Yeah, so as you already mentioned, the medical term for the type of arthritis that children get is JIA, or juvenile idiopathic arthritis. It's a type of arthritis which is autoimmune in nature, which means that the immune system that's supposed to protect us from viruses and bacteria now gets confused and overactive and tries to attack our own joints. And in case of children, it presents as swelling in the joints, stiffness first thing in the morning, pain in the joints, limping in the morning. So it's essentially a result of an reactive, twitchy, overactive immune system.
I mean, like Jessica mentioned, and I'm sure everyone at home feels, adults getting arthritis or older adults getting arthritis is pretty standard. We're not used to seeing kids. So what is the treatment situation like? How does it differ? What are the challenges you face, and how do you prescribe?
Yeah, even before treatment, the diagnosis of JIA can be pretty challenging because younger children might not be able to articulate their symptoms very well, and the symptoms can be pretty subtle to begin with. So that's when ultrasound comes very handy. And we have an ultrasound program in which we can just put the probe in the clinic on a joint and click pictures and detect if there is any signs of inflammatory arthritis present in that joint. And it's very, very kid friendly. There is no pain or needles involved. There is no need of sedation. So we use a lot of bedside ultrasound to diagnose arthritis. And the treatment is pretty standardized. We start with milder medications called as NSAIDs, or non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, the most famous example being ibuprofen. And if arthritis does not respond to that, then we go to more of what we call the immunomodulators or immunosuppressors, because the arthritis thought to be as a result of an overactive immune system. So the treatment is to suppress the immune system just a little bit so that it stops mounting that attack. So the first class of medications we use is something called as DMARDs, or disease-modifying anti-rheumatic drugs, followed by the newest class of medications called as biologics. Biologics, the real advantage of biologics is that the immunosuppression is targeted, which means it's suppressing only one specific arm of the immune system, avoiding across-the-board immunosuppression.
Now, are these conditions hereditary, environmental? Are they influenced by food or diet?
Well, in all honesty, we really don't understand what causes autoimmune diseases in children. What we do know that it's probably an interplay of multiple factors. So typically, people have a family history of autoimmune diseases. For example, the parent might have rheumatoid arthritis themselves. And then there is a second hit in form of either an infection or stress or something else, and both of those two put together then makes the autoimmune disease like JIA manifest itself.
Besides the rheumatoid arthritis, those kind of things that you see in children, what other kind of things are you seeing that you wouldn't necessarily associate with kids that you guys can prescribe or determine treatment for?
Right. So rheumatic conditions in childhood are thought of as inflammatory disorders. So there could be autoimmune inflammation going on in the vessels, that is called as vasculitis. A very common example is SLE, systemic lupus erythematosus, also colloquially known as lupus. If there is inflammation of the muscles, it's called as myositis. And inflammation of the skin, those conditions, a common example being scleroderma, so on and so forth. So it's one or multiple organs in our body being attacked by our own immune system, causing inflammation in that organ. That's and it can affect one particular organ or multiple different organs at the same time.
Wow.
Well, Dr. Joshi, thank you so much for joining us this morning. This has been really insightful.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
That's great.
To learn more, visit cureforthekids.org.